Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
After months of silence, Sydney Sweeney has finally decided to speak out and apologize for her jeans ad, but it looks like her new move just backfired and made the whole situation a lot worse, only digging her deeper into the mess she tried to escape. Now, to get into this, we'll have to start a few months ago, when in July 2025, Sydney Sweeney featured in an American Eagle jeans ad that immediately went so viral on social media, and for all the wrong reasons. The whole campaign was called Sydney Sweeney has great genes, and there was a whole wordplay here on genes and genes. Sydney Sweeney was basically saying that her genes are better, hence the comments about offspring's traits like hair color, personality, and eye color, where she said that her genes are blue. Well, the real genes she was advertising were blue, and her eyes are also blue. Basically, it was a whole play of words. This campaign was immediately blasted online, where people were complaining that the ad was promoting beliefs that some genetics, specifically white genetics, are better than others. The advert was also criticized for being overly sexualized, but at that point, that was like a very minor concern, especially since Sydney Sweeney has always been sexualized in everything she does, so it wasn't really a new thing. The main backlash was coming from the entire genes thing, and it was too much that American Eagle immediately deleted the ad from their social media and came to offer an official statement about it. They said that Sydney Sweeney has great genes is and always was about the genes. Her genes are her story. Great genes look good on everyone. Well, but the public still wasn't having it for obvious reasons, because honestly, this statement was BS. First of all, the ad made it very clear that it wasn't just about the genes because of what she said, and instead of just apologizing and talking about the issue, they just chose to ignore it. One comment under this statement said that, so what is the correlation between genes and eye color again? Another comment said, then why did you use the word gene in your advert? Genes don't determine traits like eye color, personality, or hair color, and many more comments were like that. At the time, Sydney Sweeney did not offer any statement. The first time she ever talked about it was during the GQ magazine interview, and what she said was even way worse, that they had to literally turn the comments off because of the backlash in the comments.
We're sort of talking around this American Eagle ad right now, and maybe we should just talk about it. So, were you surprised by the reaction?
I did a gene ad. I mean, the reaction definitely was a surprise, but it was, I love jeans. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Well, you can clearly see that the reporter gave her an opportunity to offer a sort of statement or an apology, and she didn't want any of that. Well, at least not at that time, because right now she has just offered one, but it kind of looks like it's a very desperate move of some sort. Let us get into it. In an exclusive, and I quote, emotional interview with People, Sydney Sweeney said that I was honestly surprised by the reaction. I did it because I love the jeans and I love the brand. I don't support the view some people chose to connect to the campaign. Many have assigned motives and labels to me that just aren't true. Sydney tells People that she's someone who leads with kindness and that she's addressing the campaign backlash to clarify her stance and dispel negativity. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm always trying to bring people together. I'm against hate and divisiveness. In the past, my stance has been to never respond to negative or positive press, but recently I've come to realize that my silence regarding think this issue has only widened the divide, not closed it. So I hope this new year brings more focus on what connects us instead of what divides us. Okay, so this obviously has PR and damage control written all over it, because you can tell that she never wanted to address it before, so why does she want to do it now? Well, actually, there is a reason, and it's none other than she was getting cancelled and her projects were flopping, which is the only reason that forced her to address the situation. If there is one thing that the internet of today will always do is to cancel celebrities, and after the whole situation with Sydney Sweeney and the ad and the fact that she refused to address it, the internet kind of immediately cancelled her and boycotted her projects. One of her projects that suffered her boycotting is her new movie called Christie, which, as you can see, made the news for having one of the worst openings in the box office history. That wasn't all, because in 2025, Sydney Sweeney is one of the most, if not the most flopped actress, having 4 movies flopping back to back. Now, to note that her apology is just a desperate move to stop this flopping streak she's on, in the People article in which she addressed the situation, they clearly stated that she did it while promoting her upcoming film, The Housemaid. Plus, she's also currently filming Euphoria, and it really looks like the statement she made was only for her next projects to not be boycotted, just as those 4 movies flopped, which, if it were to continue, would immediately ruin her career forever. Now, unfortunately for her, people already see through this strategy of hers and refuse to fall for it, because everyone is saying that they know exactly why she's speaking out and why now. This comment said that apologizing after she doubled down on it. Clearly, she's losing money. It saddens me because I was so excited when this movie was announced, and after her interview, I refused to watch anything with her in it. Quotes, leave this woman alone. Yes, they are, by not watching any movie she's in. Too late, I refuse to watch anything she's in. Her apology is not actually an apology. She circles around the topic but never really gets into it. I'm against hate and divide means nothing. Didn't she literally say that everything spoke for itself and she didn't need to clarify or explain? Now that it's impacted me, I'm sorry. Well, it actually looks very bad for Sydney Sweeney at this point, because if her movies continue to flop like this, as people continue to refuse to engage with anything she's in, the next step will be for her to be not casted in the industry, because nobody wants to lose millions of money because of casting the wrong person. So is this really the end of Sydney Sweeney's career? Do you think that at some point people may forgive her? Well, you let me know what you think about all this, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.